Can you share with us why you chose the word silence?
Because I have a lot to say, but everything I feel like I want to say will be misinterpreted. So I hold it inside silently, and when I feel that I have something that represents what I'm trying to convey or what I'm trying to represent, then it comes out in graphics or a video more than my own words, because I am petrified of being misunderstood because of the way that I might see things, or the enthusiasm behind it, or the lack of enthusiasm, because I'm still trying to understand it myself.
Gotcha. Do you have experiences like in your life where you have been misinterpreted that like have stuck with you, that you feel like shaped that fear?
Definitely. I mean, it starts like from like my nationality of being half Latin and half Caucasian. It comes from being, you know, from two different religions. It comes from a lot of different facets, because I've always looked on the other side, as well as like if something's wrong, I try to understand why it's wrong and then what you can do to make it right. I never just look at one side and just take that side. So I feel like my hopefulness gets misinterpreted a lot, because I'm just trying to not find an answer, but just try to make sense of it, I think. And making sense of things makes people uncomfortable, and I tend to do that a lot.
Do you have any questions?
How has your Latin side and Caucasian side clashed within your life?
Because I don't fit in anywhere. And it's really hard, and it sucks because I'm not Mexican enough, or I'm not white enough, which is just so stupid now because everything is a melting pot. And feeling like, you know, home, like to me, my Latin side, my Mexican side is home to me. And when someone tells me that I'm not, it breaks my heart, because that's what I identify myself with. The powerful women in my family, the culture, the way that I cook, the way that I sing, everything about me, I feel is that. And on my Caucasian side, my dad's side, smaller family and everything, but there's still values, and he's European, and there's still a lot that I represent with that. So I'm always stuck in the middle of not being enough, never being too much, but not being enough.
How do you kind of see communication between those two sides? Like maybe if you think about communication between your parents or your mom's side of the family, between your dad's side of the family, what does communication look like to bridge that gap?
There's this thing that I live by since a child, and it's called cariño, and it's basically like adoration, love, and I think that hugs or a simple cute word to make something seem like you're not alone is something that I experience with my mom's side. With my dad's side, it's logic, or like reason, basically. So for the communication for that, not that my dad's side is cold, but they don't have that warmth, you know, and I am warmth. I always want to make everything better than it is, because it could always be worse, and that's what I always keep in the back of my head. And on the other side of communication, it's like, this is why it is, deal with it, and I am not that type of person. So communication, definitely.
So sort of like finding a middle ground, or utilizing both. Do you find yourself like utilizing reason and warmth together because of your two upbringings?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. But I'm also, from my mom's side, I feel very empowered as a female to stand up for what's right and not take shit. But at the same time, from my dad's side, I want to understand why I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with and why people are doing what they do to me. And so I'm hopeful that it'll get better, or I'm hopeful that I'll be strong enough to walk away.
It's very good. Anything else?